Ladies and gentlemen, it has happened again. We have barely got past the insult from Gucci with that ugly $890 blackface sweater. And now Burberry has to now jump in on the action. And they now have a hoodie with a noose around the neck. And I will show you the picture. I was going to read the article, but I'm not going to read this article. But I will tell you how I feel about this whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no one on this planet that don't know the history of lynchings in America, and they also know what that noose represents. Burberry is just jumping in on the action to get attention. I am convinced that these fashion giants. First, we had H&M with the coolest Monkey in the Jungle t-shirt. Then we had Prada with their little monkey keychain with the big red lips. Then we had Gucci with their blackface sweater. And now we got Burberry that has a hoodie out with a noose around the neck. These are not mistakes. These are very deliberate acts. And the folks that are doing these kind of things, ladies and gentlemen, know exactly what they're doing. They know it's going to draw all kinds of media attention. And they don't care that they're doing this sort of thing, because the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to have to issue a public apology. And then life goes on. And then we'll be sitting around until the next incident from one of these fashion giants pop up on the scene. But we have seen this enough to know these are not accidents at all. And they know it. Nobody is this damn naive on the planet. And if you are, then maybe you shouldn't be designing anything for people to wear. So they're apologizing for featuring a hoodie with a noose around the neck during a Sunday show for the fashion brand Autumn Winter 2019 collection at London Fashion Week. We're deeply sorry and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. And, and we didn't mean to distress or offend anybody, blah, 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 blah. Same apology, different fashion giant, I mean, so let me just get down to showing you what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's see here. Let's see if I can get a picture of this. Hold on, let me refresh the page. All right, here we go. Now, does that look like fashion to you? Seriously, does that look like fashion? How about this? Does this look like fashion to anybody? Do you know anybody that would walk in the store in the Black community and look at that and say, I'm going to buy that? Okay, I can't picture anybody buying such an offensive item. Ladies and gentlemen, these folks know what they can get away with before they even put this stuff out. Now, I am not a big H&M, Prada, Gucci, or even Burberry customer. So for me to boycott them would be nothing, because I was not spending money with them in the first place. But this should inspire many of our people to stop spending all of your money with these big names that are showing you through their designs they don't care about you. They don't care about us at all. So you mean to tell me all of the people that work at Burberry, none of you looked at this and said to yourself, we shouldn't put this out because of what it represents. Black people have been lynched with nooses for centuries, still getting lynched, but they're calling all of them suicides. And we know all of the people that die by hanging, a deliberate act of suicide. And because this noose represents so many negative things, we should not be putting it on any kind of fashion. But I guess nobody had any brains or common sense at Burberry. So now, they're trying to apologize all over the place, ladies and gentlemen, for this. And I don't much care for their apology. And there's a model by the name of Liz Kennedy that went out on Instagram because she was so upset by this fashion, and she came out speaking against it online, But does that really matter? All we see are these same errors being repeated. They're not errors. Like I said, they're deliberate acts being repeated over and over. And at this point, I can honestly say these alleged luxury fashion giants, I have no respect for none of them. I don't respect these people. They are showing they are just as racist as the rest of society out here, and that's at no surprise. But I think we need to call this out when we see it, and these folks need to be put on Front Street because we know mainstream media, they're going to do very little to bring this to light. We already know that. If we don't have our channels up talking about these things, you won't hear about it at all. And then that's really the bottom line. So the article just goes into Gucci and Prada, as I have mentioned earlier, and it's got the suicide hotline there. You know, I- but just know this is like an in your face kind of blatant racism that these folks are doing. And I don't think we should be ignoring this kind of stuff, y'all. We need to pay attention. We really do. And understand that these are the people we should never be buying anything from. If this is the kind of disrespectful things they're going to put out and call it fashion, then we don't need their kind of fashion. I say no thank you to the H&Ms, the Gucci's, the Pradas, and now Burberry. I say fuck you and goodbye. I was never buying your stuff to begin with. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, about this latest racist fashion hoodie noose thing that Burberry just put out. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.